Okay, so Nilo, Rio, and I have done some work to get ready for y'all. So we've got the recycling system set up, we think. It's things work out pretty elaborately when you have to use all these Buildcraft pipes and everything. I'm not complaining, although thermal expansion's really one up on that, how you can put things next to each other and they just feed into each other. But anyway, what's going on here is there's this loop on top of the recyclers, and I do that several times in here. I'll show you, and that's so that if when we get these feeding into that, which is the last thing, we haven't done that yet, it's so that if they go all the way across and they don't go into one of the recyclers, either they lose the 50-50 chance to go in all the way across, or they're full and they can't go in because we've exceeded our capacity. They can go up and around again. And I put the gold pipe in there, one, because the cobblestone can't connect to the stone pipe. But also, I've noticed that when you have infinite loops like this, the way items can still die is they'll eventually stop moving. So the gold just kind of keeps them moving along there. But hopefully there's enough recyclers to receive all of the cobble that's going to come to it. And then, yeah, so they're going to get powered from this glass fiber cable, which we're about to set up in a second. And then there's these wood pipes behind the recyclers, and they'll pull the scrap out when we turn on this lever right here. And so the scrap can come out, and hopefully it will go into these barrels. There's also another infinite loop going behind that on the horizontal plane. Just in case it goes all the way down and it doesn't end up in a barrel, it can come around and try again. But there should be plenty of space in the barrel. So just to test this out, first we'll just let it do that and make scrap. When we're ready for the scrap to go to the mass fabricators that don't exist yet, we turn this on, and that fires up these redstone engines that will then send everything through these little one-way iron pipes over here to the mass fabricators that pick scrap up out of their bottoms. And then back here we've got the repeaters in, so that lever hopefully will work and turn all these redstone engines on. So let's get the geothermal generators in place. Let me see, I got a bat box in here. And that's just going to be woohoo, bat box. We're going to just have this as a little power buffer for the whatchamacallits, the recyclers over here. Oh, we got a little copper we need to get out of here too, real quick. Give me that copper. Where is the stone? Nilo Rio just told me that the superheat option on the mining laser will actually turn things back to smooth stone, which I did not know. I'm going to try that out at some point, but not right now. Okay, so Nilo Rio is going to hook up the glass fiber cable going across from there, and then we can put all the geothermal generators in front of that glass fiber cable, and then I'm going to run the lava that's going to go to it. Now I wanted to try out the thermal expansion liquid ducts, which are like same kind of waterproof transport pipe, but they hold like twice the capacity. Supposedly they're a lot smarter, and they don't need the redstone engines in order to give you the goods. But apparently in the version that we're using right now, we're still in the 1.4.2 version. They don't exist yet, which is sad. So we're gonna have to wait for this, the ultimate pack, to come out for that. But in the meantime, we're sticking with our 1.4.2 because it's working for us, and we don't want to mess anything up. And the Minecraft pack is not quite right, and the Direwolf pack is not quite right. So let me see. Let me just keep this going. You can see the valve on this tank that I'm aiming for over here is this guy right here, the closest one to it. So get all the way up there. Oh, I got a shift right click, extra, and then put one of these in position. Let's put it, how did I do it over here? Did I put it above? Just to be uniform, I did. This kind of keeps it out of your way when you're walking past it. And it doesn't recognize that it's supposed to go to that, because it normally wants to go to a wood pipe, which of course I was supposed to put in, and I didn't. And I don't even know if I have one on me, actually. Do I have any in here? Nope, I have to go grab that. So Nilo's putting the generators in, and we'll be right back with a few more pieces. Okay, got that piece of pipe, and there we go. And now we can turn that over, because it's like, oh yeah, that's a wood pipe. I can use that. And last thing I need over here is a lever. Oh wait, here they are. Lever. Okay, but I'm not going to turn it on quite yet, because I want to make sure that we got all the geothermals in position before I get the lava going over there. So, looks good, except, is that one turned around, or is that a machine block? Nilo. I think...
Which one?
This one right here.
No, they all face us.
Can you see I see a machine block right here.
I don't.
You see a geothermal generator?
Yep.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Happened to me before.
That they don't show their face?
Yeah, except not with these.
Show your face. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now I can see it. Okay, so you think they're ready to turn on? Is there something we're not remembering?
Mass fabs?
Well, yeah, but right now we just need to power the recyclers.
Oh.
I think we can give them lava.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's going to take a minute for them all to get lava, and in the meantime, let's run a line from the cobble to the recyclers. But I was thinking, actually, instead of taking it from this end storage thing, we should take it from over here.
But I thought we were only doing one half.
Yeah, but rather than empty that and then have to do all the laggy stuff of moving these over, I thought we should just leave these full as our backup supply, and then just empty the one that we're going to fill next, which is over here. And we can do it half at a time. Half of this whole thing at a time. But let's take it from here.
Okay.
And maybe just take it straight up the front like that, except if that might conflict with other pipes.
I don't think so.
Anyway, we need to run a stone pipe down that line, and then I'll put a iron pipe here to send it over. And if we're real slick, which we try to be, it might be possible to change the way that these iron pipes go with the redstone signal. I mean, I know they change with the redstone signal, but whether they'll change the way we want them to or not is the question. For now, we're going to want them going over to the left here. Is that stone? Yeah, that's stone. So let's see. Okay, so that's going to go that way. So I was just playing with how these work, and every time you give a redstone signal or take it away, it seems to change where that is. So this is cool. This will give us the ability to change which direction we're trying to send the cobble. Right now we're going to send it that way, and luckily it doesn't seem to affect this one at all. So that's good. So that's switchable. You know, and we could bury this pipe and hide it, but at least for now, when we're in our testing stages, I like to be able to monitor what it's doing, so that we make sure that nothing gets stuck or blown up or whatever. Oops. Keep everything nice and lit up. How are these guys doing? They filling up? Now one of the ends not getting any yet. I think they're all greedy for lava. There you go. I bet this one's getting full up first. Yep. And then that one. Yeah, they're going in order, so it's going to take a minute for them all to get filled up before it keeps letting the stuff go down the line. I saw some of it go all the way down there. Hopefully the flow of that one gold pipe is going to be enough to keep all those guys supplied. I wonder if they're generating any power yet. Let's see if the battery box is getting anything. It's not. But they should all be able to transmit power, hopefully. I wonder why it's not. That's actually kind of worries me. They should be sending some power by now. Oh, you know what? I put the battery box the exact opposite wrong way. So let me switch that around.
I was gonna tell you, but I forgot.
The power needs to go out that way. So now we're powering up. Perfect. So then the recyclers are powered. So they're actually ready to go as soon as they receive some scrap. So is this all hooked up? It looks like it. Maybe we should put a couple gold pipes in there and speed it up. Let's see, we got some gold pipe in here. We do. I can put that away. I can put that away. Get that. I'm so full. Okay, let's put that away. And okay, we're good for now. Oh, I think we don't need those for the moment. So yeah, let's give it a gold pipe in the beginning, like right there. Actually, I should grab that first. Now, one pipe should be wasted. And then if we really want to hurry things up, we could speed this one up too. And the iron pipes are still the right direction. And then let's give it a boost maybe over here. What were you saying?
I think if you power a gold pipe, it goes even faster.
Yeah, maybe. You know, my experience is when they were getting a redstone signal that they stopped working. But maybe that was just me. So we'll give this one a gold pipe down here maybe. And hopefully that's going to be enough. We can always add more as we go if things are too slow. So what, you think all systems are go now for our first test?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, and if something's wrong, we'll find out very quickly. So let's turn these redstone engines on here that pull from the recyclers. And then let's turn half of this on. You want to do the honors, Nilo? Pull that lever right there.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, here we go. And so that's going to turn half of the storage on to here. And we won't know if the recyclers can handle it until these actually get orange and red, which will be a minute. But let's see what's going to happen to the first blocks. So, okay, everything's going the right direction so far. And they're coming over here. And they're going up.
Well, the recyclers are already pumping scrap.
Yep. Now I can
think
see
you messed up the tubes.
they're okay, but the right here. Oh, yeah, those iron tubes are wrong. So I gotta fix those. They might have got a redstone signal or something that messed them up. These are supposed to point down. And this is just so things don't go back up out of the stone pipe and back up into here. Okay, so now those are all pointing down, and I think we're going to have a problem. You know, I think what happened is the redstone line on top of them changed their orientation, so we're going to have to redo that for next time. Figure that out, but let's just keep it running right now and see what happens. Why is that one going up? So these don't always tell you when they update. So, but still they're all saying 1. Oh, that one's got 3. How do you get out of there? Okay. Oops, I put a wrench in there. Did I get it back? There it is. You mind throwing me that wrench back? Thank you. And see, that goes back up. Does that go in? Yep. I think it's working. What do you think?
It's working. I just couldn't see the numbers changing, so I logged back on.
Oh yeah, and are they all getting stuff?
Yeah, there's 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 6, 2.
Excellent. Now, the next question is, are the recyclers keeping up with all the cobble? And I think they are. I should have put this in a different place. This should be an iron. We're gonna get some stuff shooting out right here. We're gonna see that's stone. And this should be iron. And then let me get the wrenchy wrench and make it go that way. And if we're doing really good, nothing will go up into the loop. They'll all go down. Now I could have put hoppers in above the recyclers, but I think if the hoppers fill up, it'll be the same issue. And the hoppers, there'll still be a bottleneck, hoppers or not. Eventually the hoppers will fill up and we'll have the same issue. Now we had one go over the top just now. That's not too bad. As long as we don't get a whole bunch cycling around in there. So basically this loop here is the hopper, because a certain amount of the cobble can just keep cruising around in there. So yeah, I think it's working. There's a little bit of weirdness of the scrap going up to the iron pipes, but they get turned back down again. But I didn't know how to do that otherwise. We might figure out something more elegant in a bit, but it's a little awkward. But they're all ending up in the barrels eventually, and I don't think we're losing any. There's just a little bit of jumping being going on. And how are these going? How warmed up are they? Oh, we're still in the blue, so we're really slow. Should we go ahead and make the MFE and the MFSU?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. So show us what you got here.
Okay, so I've set up the recipes for Lapatron crystals.
Right there.
And
excellent.
Yeah.
That's
so
a lot of
Lapatrons. I don't have room in my inventory, so you can take them out.
Oh, I don't have room either. All right. Well, I'll make one for the people. I'll make 2 for the people. 3 for the people. And then you guys get the point. And we're making them with sapphires, which we haven't done yet, which is great because we have billions of sapphires, but we don't have enough. We don't want to spend diamonds, and we're out of rubies to make more energy crystals for this. We do have some set up over here, and this is a MFE, which we're going to make 2 of these because these are going to be the starting block for the MFSU. So we're going to just make all this stuff here, and then we'll come back to you when we make the MFSU. Okay, so we got the MFSU set up. The Lapitrons don't stack, so Nilo's going to replace those. But there we go. These are super expensive, and they're being made. So we're spending the riches that we got from the quarry in order to get us more riches. So you want to take a MFSU out, Nilo?
Okay.
And kaboomy. There's one, and then he's going to put more Lapitrons and make a second. So the last thing we got to make here is the mass fabricators. Now, we have a problem in that GregTech has overwritten the recipe for them, and you can't make them in this version. Now, I could try to figure out how to do the config files and keep GregTech from overriding this, because this is a standard industrial craft thing, and we want to have it. But basically, the recipe for it is glowstone in the four corners, and Lapitron, and two advanced machine blocks, and then two. I think it's a. I can't tell right now if it's a electronic circuit or advanced electronic circuit. We'll find out, and we'll get back to you on how we're going to do this. Alright, so here we go. We've got the recipe set up for the mass fabricators. Like I said, it's been overwritten by GregTech, and I don't want to figure out how to do configuration files right now, but it's part of industrial craft. Nothing cheaty about it. And we don't want the GregTech version, the matter fabricator, because it's amazingly expensive. Just incredibly expensive. I saw someone list out everything involved in it, and it's just nuts. Also, there's no discount, energy discount for scrap, so it's kind of an impossible device to use. So that was all the materials we need for two of these. So what we're going to do is we made ourselves a special mass fabricator fabricator, and what you have to do is you have to put all your materials in the special lava cauldron, and that gives you a magic spell that allows you to go into cheat mode one time in order to give yourself let me see what I do. I shift right click dunk to give yourself two mass fabricators, and then the spell wears off, cheat mode stops, and boom, you can no longer go into cheat mode again until you throw something away for another recipe that's been overwritten.
Raffle.
So we've got all that. Now over here we've learned that these recyclers cannot keep up. We've got this loop going around and around. They're full. And so the amount of volume that can come from this pipe is greater than what the recyclers can receive right now. These are all red hot. We're not too far off. And what we decided we're going to do is, instead of trying to make more recyclers and more of this whole system, we're just going to overclock them until they can handle it. So we'll have to make some overclockers. So next time we come back, I'll have done that. But for now, I just wanted to finish this over here. Is to finish this off, we've got our geothermals going. We've got to extend this pipe here, and might as well connect that there. And then this is where the MFSUs go. Oops. We could put it over here, one there, and one there. So actually, I think I should have made them facing down. Oh, and these are all busy charging those up, I think, now. But the power is not going into them, so that should be fine, theoretically. But they can send power into them. And these recyclers don't use a whole lot of power at all. They only use 1 EU per tick, but they take it in 43 EU packets, something like that. Anyway, I need to turn this off before I forget and let the recyclers catch up so we don't get stuff exploding in the pipes over there. Let's actually Neela, try to pay attention to when that clears up, okay?
Okay.
Let me know when it empties so we'll know how far ahead we were. I
Okay.
need to drill a hole into the ground here so I can get down and make these face down. The neat thing about the mass fabricators is that they can actually receive, they're like one of two devices, I forget what the other one is, that can actually receive full power, full high voltage power from an MFSU, which is why we're using them, because these will store up a whole bunch of power and make these go much faster than if they were waiting for the power from the whatchamacallums, the geothermal generators. So, oops. Okay, we're getting kind of laggy. This game is gonna, hopefully, I'm gonna be able to buy a new computer one of these days because this game is starting to exceed my computer. So that's our end setup, I think. Once we send scrap over here, oh, Nilo, you're walking right in front of me. But we got to let these charge up, so we can't use them yet. And right now, they're busy charging the mass fabricators up for the first time. So yeah, this whole system's got to charge before we can use this. But what we'll do is once we got the MFSUs fully charged at 10 million, which is going to be a little while at this rate. These guys at least are all full of lava, so that's good. They're all getting that. Now we may find that 9 geothermal generators is terribly inadequate, and so we can expand. We've got plenty of lava. The lava is starting to get used up over there, but that's okay. We can turn on as many of those other assemblies, the lava generation assemblies, as we need to in order to get lava being made. So we should be able to keep up just fine. And we can keep adding geothermal generators until we're at our lava usage capacity, which may be a while. Anyway, that can be expanded. But for now, it'll definitely be enough to charge these up at some point once the mass fabricators are done taking. Oh, you know what's happening is the mass fabricators are trying to make stuff right now without scrap. Is it possible to turn them off? I think
it is with a redstone signal.
Yeah, let's see if we give them a redstone signal if they turn off. So that's going to mess with the iron pipe. So let's see. Let's put it right in the middle between them, maybe. Oops. Oh, you can put it on them, but that don't look nice. Yeah, there. And it stopped at 40%. Great. So that means these are now charging up, which is what we want. Perfect. Because they're trying to make UU matter without scrap. They make matter, that's why they call it a mass fabricator. They make something out of nothing. But they were trying to use 1,000,000 power just now. 1,000,000 EU to make, and they got 40% of the way. So, but with scrap, they'll use a fraction of that. They'll only need 166,600. Whoa! Oh, it's that thing happening again. Whoa, can you hear that, Nilo?
Yeah, that's so weird. Oh
yeah.
My God.
That's
oh my God.
Too many things in the pipes is what that is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it makes that sound. I think each of those, whoa, I get a little damage from it when I stand by it. I think each of those is a piece of cobble that was like exploding. Okay, so we gotta go put these back. You want to help me clean up cobble, Nilo?
Oh. Yes, I will.
Thank you. All right, y'all. So we learned a lot from that one. Next time you see us, there'll be overclockers and charged up MFSUs. And the last part I forgot to explain, but you'll see next, is I think maybe I did explain it. We can turn this on when we got plenty of scrap in there and feed the mass fabricators, the scrap, and hopefully get our UU matter delivered to us in here. And we'll be able to make iridium and diamonds. It's the main thing I think it's worth it for. You can make a lot of the items in the game, but it's not really worth this amount of power to make clay or dirt or whatever. So, anyways, see you guys later.